News. I'm Alexis Richer.
And I'm Abby Garrett. Thanks for joining us for the news we've been following for you.
GOP frontrunner Donald Trump is aiming for his first win in New Hampshire's fast-approaching primary, while rival Republican candidates, including Jeb Bush, said their campaigns will go on no matter what the outcome Tuesday. Marco Rubio's momentum following Iowa's caucus didn't last long after Saturday's GOP debate, while Chris Christie and John Kasich saw a bump up in recent polls. Ted Cruz, the winner in Iowa, is not expected to do well in New Hampshire. Democrat Hillary Clinton, facing an uphill campaign in the state against Bernie Sanders, is hoping to at least be competitive as she heads to South Carolina next week, a state she's much more popular in. Sanders has seen a recent surge of support from younger voters and even women, a demographic that Clinton has always had.
North Korea launched a long-range rocket Sunday, the first day of its announced 8-day launch window, and about a month after the country's fourth nuclear test led to international condemnation. Already, world leaders are lining up to condemn the launch, which is being described as a potential threat to regional and world security. Washington, Seoul, and others consider the launch a banned test of missile technology. That suspicion is based on the fact that the North Korean government has been openly pushing to manufacture nuclear-tipped missiles capable of striking the U.S. mainland, and that the technology used to launch a satellite-carrying rocket into space can be applied to fire a long-range missile.
President Barack Obama is asking Congress for more than $1.8 billion in emergency funding to help fight the Zika virus. In an announcement Monday, the White House said that the money would be used to expand mosquito control programs, speed development of a vaccine, develop diagnostic tests, and improve support for low-income pregnant women. The Zika virus disease is mainly spread by mosquitoes. Most people who catch it experience mild or no symptoms. Mounting evidence from Brazil suggests that infection in pregnant women is linked to abnormally small heads in their babies. The White House said that as spring and summer approach, the U.S. must prepare to quickly address local transmission with the continental U.S., Obama added. However, that there shouldn't be a panic on this.
The death toll from the magnitude 6.4 earthquake that struck Taiwan climbed to at least 34 people Sunday, and more than 100 remained in the rubble of a 17-story residential building that collapsed, officials said. Taiwan media reported 2 survivors rescued 2 days after the earthquake struck. In the southeast coastal city of Tainan, 1 or 2 survivors at a time were pulled from the ruins of the high-rise building that fell like an accordion in Saturday's earthquake and has become the focal point of the disaster. More than 300 people have been rescued and more than 500 were injured, according to Taiwan's state-owned central news agency.
The excitement may have died down, but the person who purchased a historic winning Powerball ticket in Melbourne Beach has yet to step forward to claim their share of the coveted prize. That means time may be slowly slipping away for the mystery winner to pocket its $528 million jackpot. The ticket, one of 3 to split the $1.5 billion prize, was purchased at a Publix supermarket in the days leading up to January 13th drawing.
While the game was the biggest attraction for most, fans of the Super Bowl also made sure they are glued to their televisions for the commercials. The unofficial winners for the best ad, according to our craft staff, here they are.
Just the way the story goes.
It's hard to resist great taste. Meet the Ketchups.
And there's your beautiful baby.
Any day now.
Really? You're eating Doritos? He's eating Doritos on my ultrasound. Do you see what I have to deal with?
I know.
Give me that.
The championship game was preceded with the much-anticipated rendition of the national anthem from pop star Lady Gaga. Her 2-minute performance of what many would agree is one of the most difficult songs to sing is being regarded as one of the best in the history of the sports. A Accompanied by a piano and dressed far more modestly than fans are accustomed to seeing her, many are saying today her rendition may have exceeded the performance by Whitney Houston more than 20 years ago.
We're enjoying some pretty pleasant, abnormal weather lately. Here's Mr. Sharp with the forecast.
Say, can you see why the dawn's early light?
You couldn't have asked for a more pleasant February day than we had yesterday. With temperatures exceeding 40 degrees with some sunshine, it's hard to remember that last year at this time we were well below zero. Well, don't get too used to the nice weather. Even though today and Tuesday we'll see temperatures still above normal in the low 40s with some limited sunshine, we certainly can expect things to change and change dramatically beginning on Wednesday. In the short term, we can enjoy some sunshine Monday and Tuesday. Again, we're about 15 degrees warmer than normal, with winds remaining light, and we can expect some limited peaks of sun. Wednesday will feature a cold front, especially Wednesday afternoon, moving into our area as the jet stream starts to move the winds in the upper atmosphere. And now those winds will usher in the beginning of the coldest air we've seen so far this year. Temperatures will stay moderate on Wednesday with some light snow showers. Thursday, we won't get out of the teens as winds pick up and bring with it some limited lake effect snow. Thursday night, the lake effect snow bands get a little more organized and pick up in intensity, although it looks right now that those bands will set up south. But of course, that could all change. We can expect much the same for our Friday, so there are some things that we need to keep an eye on weather-wise, and we'll continue to do that. We hope you have a great day. I'm Michael.
The big game maybe didn't live up to the hype. It really does, but it still had a storybook ending. With the sports, here's Justice.
A reborn Orange Crush might have sent Peyton Manning into retirement with a super ending to his career. Von Miller, the impenetrable Denver defense, harassed Panthers quarterback Cam Newton all game Sunday, and the Broncos made enough big plays for a 24-10 victory, Manning's 200th and perhaps his last before retirement. He wasn't the star of Super Bowl 50. The game MVP, Miller seemingly was everywhere on every Carolina play, but Manning really hasn't been the headliner in the injury-shortened season. Denver's suffocating defense kept Newton jittery all day. Despite wearing gold shoes before the Golden Super Bowl, Newton couldn't finish off a dynamic season in which he was the league's MVP. Miller twice stripped him, once for a touchdown, the second time setting up a clenching TD. Denver's top-ranked defense, the one that ran roughshod over Tom Brady in the AFC Championship, simply wouldn't let Newton get comfortable. Here's the highlights from the NFL.
Cam, the newly minted MVP, couldn't get it going. Down 3-0 after Denver kicked a field goal on the opening drive. Von Miller made his presence felt right away.
Hey, Steve Mariucci said that the right tackle was going to be a factor in this game. Von Miller made his presence felt early in this game and often. Oh my! Look, just look at how he got to Cam. We're all talking about bringing Cam down. I mean, he didn't have to strip the ball, sack, touchdown.
We watch a lot of guys with a quick first step. I don't know if I've ever seen anyone with that quick of a first step.
That was Malik Jackson with the score for Denver. But how about Coney Ely, the game he had today? His first career interception, and Peyton Manning has now thrown a pick in all 4 Super Bowls in which he's played. That ties his boss, John Elway, for the dubious honor.
Oh, come on, Chris. The man won the football game. That was a great play by the defense right there.
Let's pick it up 16-7 in the third. Overshoots Ted Ginn and T.J. Ward. He loses it. However, the Broncos do recover. That secondary was outstanding on this day.
It was the turnovers that really did do the Carolina Panthers, and Denver caused those turnovers that were not just mistakes.
Still down 9, it's Coney Ely again with the strip sack. Carolina recovers. Ely tied a Super Bowl record with 3 sacks on this day, and Carolina, oh so sluggish. The number 1 scoring offense in the league has the ball at midfield. As you saw, there comes Ely through. Manning did not have a great statistical day at all. However, he certainly has his defense to thank. And now Cam trying to do his work. Has it tipped away Bradley Roby.
Bradley Roby played a phenomenal game. Deion always talks about if this kid was on any other team, he'd be the number 1 starting corner.
So Carolina settled for a field goal to get it within 6, and then this is the play that sealed it for Denver. Another strip by Von Miller. TJ Ward recovered.
Great play by Von Miller, and I'm a little bit confused.
So ain't nobody
Cam
gonna
Newton
say nothing.
not diving for that football right there.
So we gonna play like we ain't see that.
So that
was a
is
horrible route by
2011 draft class crime on 2011
not
draft
diving
class
that ball.
crime right there. The 1 and 2 picks overall, and the Broncos managed to get this thing. At this point, they had not scored an offensive touchdown. No Super Bowl winner had never scored an offensive touchdown. But then Manning overshoots Demaryius Thomas. However, we have defensive holding on Josh Norman.
Hey, Irv. Josh with a bad hole there, but you got to talk to Demaryius, man. You got to sit your 88 clubber down.
And right now, he's a champion. That's all he's thinking about. Doesn't matter how rocky the waters were. They got the ship in.
Then C.J. Anderson punches it in. Grew up in nearby Vallejo, California. Went to Cal, and that'll seal it for Peyton and the crew. They get the 2-point conversion as well. Eli, be happy for your big bro.
That's Cooper.
That's Cooper right there.
I'm saying that about Cooper Chris.
It's a Gatorade bag.
That looks funny on TV, too.
He's part of the man family. Cooper, right to be happy for your brother.
So Gary Kubiak becomes the first head coach to win a Super Bowl for the team for which he played. Peyton hoisting the trophy.
Several Mexico wrestlers enjoyed a successful weekend at the Class B sectional qualifiers. Dean Shambo, Jared Gates, Austin O'Reilly, Theo Powers, Hunter Howler, Tyler Allard, and Brandon Gracie all move on to this weekend's Sectional 3 meet. Mexico finished 4th overall in the Class B meet. The Section 3 meet is at OCC beginning this Saturday. After a tough loss to Phoenix on Friday, a team that handily beat earlier this week, the Mexico girls basketball team is desperately looking for 2 more wins to qualify for sectional play. The Lady Tigers will take on Chittenango on Monday, a must-win, before the tip-off against Central Square. Mexico beat Chittenango a week and a half ago and lost to Central Square 3 weeks ago. The boys team has already qualified for sectional play and are now playing for seeding and a possible opening around home game. However, they dropped a game last Friday to 1-17 Phoenix team. They'll look to rebound tonight when they travel to Fowler. On Wednesday, the boys and girls indoor track teams will compete in the class sectional meet. And finally, the boys swim team hits the pool again on Saturday for the state qualifiers. And lastly today, a report from ESPN says the New York Knicks have fired head coach Derek Fisher. Fisher was let go after leading the Knicks to a 40-96 record in 2 seasons at the helm. Kurt Rambis will serve as intern coach. Fisher took the blame on Saturday for the Knicks' recent string of slow starts, saying that his team has lacked readiness, whether mental or physical, at the beginning of games.
A look at the calendar shows a short week as teachers and staff head to professional development on Tuesday. Classes will resume on Wednesday, but of course next week we're off for winter break.
Mexico High School's 5th annual True Beauty Project is this Thursday, February 11th. This event promotes a healthy standard of beauty that focuses on who we are, not what we look like. All students and staff members are invited to participate. Just wear a black shirt or your True Beauty Project t-shirt and come to school bare-faced. Unlimited member of the Black True Beauty t-shirts are available for $10 and will be sold until they're gone. See Mrs. Bigelow in room 107.
The junior versus senior boys volleyball game is just around the corner. In fact, it will be held this Thursday, February 11th at 6 p.m. Boys who want to participate should sign up on Miss Sadie's door and start thinking about scheduling some practice time.
And finally, the French Club will celebrate the 25th anniversary of the semi-formal with a unique theme of Cirque du Soleil. Tickets are now on sale for $14 and are pre-sale only. Tickets are available from any French club member.
That's all for us today. We hope to see you back with us on Wednesday afternoon. For the staff of Eye on the Tigers, I'm Abby Garrett.
And I'm Alexis Pritchard. Have a great day.